That's right. I'm sick of y'all not voting. The state of my room is the state of this country right now. Please vote. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't posted in a hot minute. I don't have time because school is tearing my life away. The reason I'm popping on right now is to say that I am going to be posting more videos. They're not going to be as edited as my other videos are usually. They're just going to be like vlog brother type stuff where I just pop in and say what's on my mind. So this week I'm going to talk a little bit about voting. Last day to register to vote in your state has probably already passed. However, I'm going to post a grid right here of the last day to register in each state. If your voting day has not expired, you should go and get registered as soon as you can. It's online, it's for free. It takes like less than 10 minutes to do it. If you're not sure if you're registered, if you voted in the presidential election, you are probably still registered. However, I've heard people getting unregistered to vote. So you might want to check your state specifically. If you're from New York or you want to register in New York, to check if you're registered, you can go to voterlookup.elections.newyork.gov. Link is right here, and I'm also going to put it down in the doobly-doo. And besides that, if you have an absentee ballot, there is a certain day for each state that you have to send it in by before November 6th, which is election day. That's this Tuesday. I'm going to put in the description a link to a channel by Hank Green called How to Vote in Every State. There's a video for every single state that has a different requirements for voting and how to get registered to vote. If you don't know if you're registered, who to vote for, when your absentee ballot is due, how to get absentee ballot, who is on your ballot, where your polling place is if you want to register in person, all that stuff is on each video for your state. So you go to the thing, you look up your state, let's say it's Montana, you click on the video, all the links are in the description. So it shouldn't be hard to do that. I'm going to leave all of these links are in the doobly-doo below so you can check for that. Before I start talking about why you should vote and the importance of voting, I just want to show you guys something called Ballot Ready. Ballot Ready is an awesome website that tells you exactly what's going to be on your ballot when you get to your polling station or when you get your absentee ballot. So I'm just going to type in my information right now. And it tells you all the candidates, and it tells you a lot about them too. Who endorses them, about her experience, and the issues and quotes regarding what she believes in. So if you guys want to know about foreign policy or legislation or wages/job benefits, all of that's going to be on the website. And the good thing is, once you pick, so let's say I want to add her to my ballot, you sign in/sign up, and you can print the ballot and copy it onto your absentee ballot or bring it with you to the polling station, or you can have the ballot emailed to you and bring your phone with you and do it like that. It will also give you a good guide for finding your polling place. So if you type in your zip code, it will give you that information as well. The reason that I did pop on, besides saying all these informational facts, is to say how disappointed I am by the amount of backlash I've been getting regarding me posting about voting on my social media sites. All my social media are down below, by the way, if you want to follow me. I have been encouraging people to vote up until and after the last day of registration for New York on my Instagram and on my Twitter. A lot of people have been saying, you shouldn't encourage people who are not educated to vote or informed to vote. You shouldn't force people to register to vote. It's rude to force people to do it, blah blah blah. First of all, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm encouraging you to. I don't understand how posting on my Instagram is the same thing as forcing, but that's fine. And the reason why I'm saying vote regardless if you're informed, I don't mean be an uninformed voter. Being a voter means getting informed. That's half of voting. You're not going to go in and take a test for something you haven't studied the material for. But our generation has a responsibility to change what the older generation has been doing. People who have been voting have been older people, particularly older white people, who vote on topics that affect them even after they die. And they don't necessarily match the views of us as people. When we hear statistics like, oh, voting statistics, we are not even considered in that statistics because our age group does not vote. I'm not going to start voter shaming people because they aren't informed before they have even voted. We need to get in the habit of voting as it is. I know, voting is not cool. Voting is not convenient for us as college students. I have to go all the way back home because I didn't get an absentee ballot, which is around an hour away, and I have an orgo test the next day. I understand how inconvenient it is for you, but it is our responsibility. If you don't like the state of this country right now, or even if you like it and you want it to stay the same, someone is getting elected regardless of whether or not your opinion is in the mix. So you might as well get out there and vote. I know a lot of people have registered to vote, and we're seeing a lot more turnout than we have been seeing for our generation. However, it is your time to let your voice be heard. If you don't like the candidates, there has to be a lesser of two evils, because one of them is getting elected regardless. You might as well pick one rather than have the rest of the older white community choose for you. The midterm elections is not that appealing. There isn't much news about it, but important issues are being discussed. Whether or not you vote, someone will be elected, so you might as well let your voice be heard. And I know a lot of the argument is, oh, well, it's inconvenient for me and my vote doesn't matter. If your vote didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying so hard to get us to stop from voting. Our vote matters so much. That's why they make it so hard for us to vote. There are so many people that don't vote that I'm pretty sure if everybody who got together that didn't vote voted, our candidate would win. I do not care how you lie politically. I have registered Republicans, Democrats, Green Party, Independents. I've helped everybody vote because I think it's our civil duty as Americans to vote. And I don't want to hear you complain about the elected officials or the state of country if you didn't have a say in who's going to be elected. I am not into politics, and a lot of people aren't, but politics affect us directly. A lot of the things are affecting our age group directly, and our kids kids. Don't vote for you, vote for your future family. Climate change will affect you whether you like it or not. Student loans are going to affect you whether you like it or not. Contraceptions and Plan B is going to affect you whether you like it or not, and those are stuff that we have a direct say in on this election. If I'm being aggressive, or if I come off being aggressive, it's because I am. I'm frustrated that not a lot of people want to vote and that people get annoyed with me about voting. I will keep posting on my Instagram and Twitter about it because I think it's important, and I think not enough people are doing it, and I think voter shaming and saying, oh, you're not informed, you shouldn't vote, is just another way to get people to stop voting. And we haven't even started. So, you don't have to agree with me politically to know that you should vote. Voting is something that's super, 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 super important in affecting change. Change on the small scale, change on the big scale, change wherever it may lie. So this is our time to stand up and show that our voice matters and that we are a big enough a group to affect change. All the links that I mentioned are in the description below. If you want to know how I lie politically, the issues that matter for me are equality for all races, genders, and sexualities, student loan debt, climate change, common sense gun laws, and women's choice for their own bodies. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Still vote. They say that young people are the future, but young people rarely participate in the decisions that affect our future. Best wishes, go vote.